Yo, it's your boy DZ, man. You already know it's not about the setback. It's about the get back. I want to appreciate everybody that's became a member, that subscribed to the channel, and that watches the channel. I really appreciate y'all. If you haven't already hit that notification bell, hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we go live. And I really appreciate everybody that rocks with me, and I hope y'all continue to rock with me. What's good? Okay, so I gotta say this, right? You know, I rock with y'all. Y'all my peoples. I appreciate y'all, and I rock with y'all, right? And I know some of y'all share this and get the message out there. And I really appreciate it, right? But I gotta say this, right? Our culture is physically strong. And I'm like meaning this, right? We are physically strong in sports, entertainment. We put on a show. People come out to see us. People love to watch us. We're very entertaining. Physically, we're strong. But I have to say this because a lot of people don't understand this. There's a lot of us, and I'm going to say most of us, and I got to be honest with this. We don't have the mental capacity and the logic to understand when someone is preying on us through manipulation because of certain tactics that they may show, whereas though they have the ability to influence you with the ways and the ability to tell you a certain thing and the way they tell it to you to make you view it the way they want you to view it, right? Now, you have to pay attention, right? Wack 100, he literally will tell you something that you know he's lying about, but he's able to convince you because he preys on our culture, the people that think that they're street and they're hood and they're a part of this gang and that gang, because he understands that the people that are mainly involved with those type of things, they lack that. They don't understand when someone is telling them the truth, when someone is explaining to them the entire truth. So he's able to juggle and manipulate you to get you to look at something a different way. And I gotta say this, right? He will literally see you with the blue Nerf ball in your hand, right? And tell you it's green. And you will see that it's blue. But he has a way to influence the people that think they're so street that it's really green. And I gotta say this, right? Because what I did was I caught one of the Clubhouse clips, right? And when I listened to the Clubhouse clip, it was a guy that brought up SBGB TV in this clip. Literally. And Wack 100 threw him a straight curveball. Do you hear what I'm saying? And all he said was, yeah, man, I listened to the guy for like 3 minutes and I couldn't listen to him no more. When I'm telling you direct facts about what's going on at this situation, he can tell you, man, I don't know that guy, man. He could talk about me, keep me in the algorithm. Hey, man, let it be. And then the person just say, yeah, man, yeah, that's why I can't watch him. So you allow someone to lie, manipulate, play the game in your face, and you just accept it because he has a voice. This is the game that he plays on our people, but he understands that a lot of people will not be able to function, be able to catch it, and be able to call him out. And everybody that calls him out on those type of things, he says you weird. He goes to on Paru. He starts to say F your mom. So it goes into a mental game, whereas though you get discombobulated and you don't understand how to challenge him. But I see some people go at him, right? But he always deflects it. He'll get hostile. Now he's going to mute the conversation. These are his tactics. And I'm explaining his character literally. But people will still think I'm not telling the truth. I dropped the clip. Matter of fact, I dropped the whole interview where Jay Reed called in, right? Y'all heard Turtle Soup on there. Literally. Y'all heard Turtle Soup tell y'all, and this is who called in several times. I've never talked to Jay Reed until that conversation. That was the only time that I ever talked to him, right? Turtle Soup gets Jay Reed on the phone. We have a whole detailed conversation about the things that went on, right? He literally tells y'all that Mars has family that's FBI, a detective, and people still question about what I'm saying. I'm like, I got Jay Reed on the line now with Turtle Soup explaining to you that Wack and Loose never talked to Mars. But nobody's asking about Mars no more. But Wack understands that if he manipulates the people to think what he wants them to think, then they're not going to question where is Mars at. I'm wondering, to the people that wave the flags for him when he starts talking, are they going to ask what happened to Mars? Are they going to say, well, the other guy had no jumper? Why isn't that the question that people ask? And Wack understands that us black people don't have the mental capacity to understand his game. This is why he don't go play it with those other cultures. And it's like sad to say, but it's true. And I gotta tell y'all this, man. He's not gonna play with those white folks, with those different cultures, because he can't run that game on them. Us, he know a lot of us want to be a part of the gang. We want to be in the streets. We want to act like we in the hood, right? So all he does is play on that over and over again. And it's a lot of people that don't understand the game that he's playing. And I just mean this. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share this video. I've been paying attention, and I'm like, no matter what people see, that's the truth. As long as it's coming out of his mouth, a lot of people are going to be brainwashed by what he says because they're excited to be in contact with him on the phone, in the room, the clubhouse. It's like an excitement to them. So they're blinded by someone manipulating you to go out here and crash out. You believing that he's going to do this to that person, but then in the next minute, he's telling everybody, that's why I don't mess with you dudes. Y'all dumb. But y'all will get in these rooms with him and really think he rock with you when he don't even care nothing about you. This is his play to keep the culture discombobulated. And you got to pay attention to it, man. And it's like, now that I see it over and over, right? I literally understand that majority of us are not going to get it. I understand it. So the people that do get it, they'll be over here rocking with me. And I appreciate y'all. You hear me? I appreciate everybody that's became a member. You hear me? Lou from the Lou, RM6330, Kia, Run the Table. I appreciate y'all. You hear me? It's just that I see now, no matter what I say, a lot of our people are influenced by the dumbness. I can show them pure facts, and Wack understands this, and they'll still guess me. They'll still think I'm cap. I'll put a clip out. They think I'm on the other side. I'm like, well, why don't they say I'm on their side? See, they understand, Wack and Loose now, they understand they can't manipulate me. And I want y'all to understand that. That's the difference with a lot of people. I don't care what room we in, where we at online. They understand that it is impossible to manipulate me. But it's easy to manipulate people from our culture because we're easily influenced. And this is why, literally, we won't get a position that we really should deserve because of all the work that we put in. We have the talent, but we lack the mental capacity to understand, man. And I just got to keep that real. I sat there and thought about this, right? He'll tell people to go listen to me, and I'm spitting facts. I am hitting it on the nose, and people will still question me. I'll show you detail, but because he tells you, man, that dude lying, our people automatically say, yeah, man, Wack said it. Since Wack knows about everybody's paperwork, he's telling the truth. When, let's be real, Wack just said on Clubhouse that he's never been picked up. We know this is a lie. He literally said they let him know he was on 300 hours of wiretap. They don't call you and tell you something like that. They come pick you up and take you to the interrogation room to fill you in on something like that. So when he's saying that to people, right? But then he's saying, oh man, it's never been played in a federal court case. You ain't gonna find no paperwork. Well, we all know when you are working and you are consistently working, right? And you haven't been all the way jammed up to show that you working, you don't know people working. But if you look at the characteristics and pay attention to what you see in front of you, from everything, all the threats, all the situations, and he just so happily gets through every situation clean. Make that make sense if we being real. And I look at this, right? And I sit there and understand, man. I got it now. That's why the people that rock with me, we gonna definitely get the message out there, because I know the ones who rock with me understand what I'm saying. But the people that are so-called in the street and think they got street knowledge, right? But don't know how to get no money, and I'm gonna just say it like that, those are the people he prey upon. Straight up. All the people that sit in those Clubhouse rooms, they don't know how to get no money. And I just have to be honest with this, man. Because if you knew how to get a bag, you wouldn't be sitting there all day questioning Wack with these retarded questions, and he's spinning you around the corner just to say what he wants to say and to get you to agree with it. And I have to be totally honest. Nobody is going to sit in Clubhouse all day if they got paper, man. So Wack preys upon those people to get his message out there. And he knows by me saying what I'm saying to these people, it's going to spread my message easy because they want to be in tune with me. So I can manipulate them. This is the people that's going to get the message out there. And you got to pay attention to this, man. The guy is good, right? But he's just not that good. He's good because he's found a pocket of how to hit the people, and anybody that is challenging him on what he says, he's found specific tactics to spin you. And they're the same tactics every single time. It doesn't change. It's like he doesn't even switch it up. The first thing, on Paru. That's the first thing. You hear me? Man, listen, let's get down. We're going to have to get down. Come on, bro. It's a manipulation game. Where you at? Yeah, where you at? We're going to have to get down. I'll send somebody to see you. Yeah, we bout that. Yeah, we like that. And the people fall for it every time. But it's only the peons. And I got to say this, man. Everybody in the Clubhouse chats is peons. Ain't no bosses in there. And if a boss does come in there, when they challenging, he goes off. Somebody that has the brain, that mental capacity to understand and say, hold up, man. You on paperwork over here, or you had this situation over here. Where's the paperwork at for this? He goes to, you dummy. You ain't never been in this. You ain't never been to the, nigga, you've never had a federal case because you always made your way out of the federal case. If we being real. But the situation at No Jumper, we're going to see. I'm showing y'all facts. I dropped the clip earlier with Luce saying that they talked to Mars, right? This is why I did it like that, right? And then I dropped the clip right behind it 2 hours later of Jay Reed and Turtle Soup on the phone saying, nah, you know he ain't talked to Mars. Mars is doing all right, but let them tell it. They talked to Mars. And they got so many people convinced that what they're saying is true because some of the things that Wack come up with people's paperwork comes out to be true, right? We can say that. But he understands that he can lie and manipulate the lie and people will believe it with ease. And a lot of people are influenced. People are intrigued with the negative image. People are intrigued with the BS that they bring to the table. It's exciting. It's just like a woman wanting to be with a street guy because she's intrigued about what's going on in the street. These are men doing this too. It's men that don't really understand the street, that they're intrigued about being involved with Wack 100 because they feel he is the connection to the street. And I'm telling y'all this spot on. It's going to be some people that understand me, and it's going to be some people that it just blows over their head because they can't grasp it, right? But I'm giving you the exact game. And I'm sure when Wack 100 looks at this and he watches me, in his mind, he's saying, boy, this nigga sharp. And I'm telling y'all, and there's some people that'll say, ah, man, but it's Wack though. Wack know what he talking about. Because he has brainwashed our community that want to be hood with the BS influence over and over again. This been going on for a long time. He understands it. But it's certain people that he can't challenge with it, right? So the people that he do get that he might have had a challenge with, he knows how to dumb down and come to them in a different way to get you to gravitate to him. This is his game now. I'm laying the whole facts of the no jumper situation. They know it, right? The only person that I haven't had on the phone was Marciano, right? That's the only person. That's the person that they said they would get on the call. You hear me? This is the person. They said, we gonna have them. They had a big hype movement. Both of them, Wack and Loose, at the same damn time. They was gonna bring Mars on the show. They stopped talking about Mars. You noticed that, right? I want the people to see if they really noticed that. They literally stopped talking about Mars. Loose, the clip that I put out, when I asked Loose about it, right? Loose said, we gonna have him on there on our time. But when they went on that show with the boy, they said, we gonna have him on there this week. We got a scheduled visit and we don't need to record him. Because somebody asked him, well, y'all record everybody else. Why didn't y'all record that conversation? Wack spent that shit quick. Master at it. You hear me? He said, man, nah. We taking his word. We don't need to record him because he said he coming. Now, this was weeks ago. They stopped talking about Mars. Ever since, I've been letting y'all know what it is. Ever since. And people still question me. I don't got Jay Reed number. Jay Reed called me and he verified, right, that the lawsuit is still on. Criminal charges is on the way. Lawyers is involved. And it's up. And they haven't talked to Mars. So people still question if SBGB TV is facts. You gotta be tripping. And I understand some people don't have it. Everybody in the world is not going to have it. This is how the world functions. But sometimes you gotta pay attention and use your judgment so that you can understand what's in front of you. I'm putting it all on the table, man. This is why I put the clips out the way I put them out. Because I know if I rush and put it out there, you really not going to catch it. And that's just facts. If I rush and put it out there, what you think? How you going to understand it? You not. It's going to confuse you. So I try to put it out there in clips, right? So that everybody can be able to understand that I'm bringing the facts. Ain't no cap. Wack literally told the people in Clubhouse, go listen to me. He just putting stuff together lying. And the dude accepted it ASAP. Because he didn't even want to ask Wack the question about him coming on my show, calling in, and that I'm holding it on him every day. He like, man, I don't want to ask you. I know you're going to feel some type of way. Wack like, well, what's up? Well, what's up with the SBGB TV guy? Wack like, oh, man, he don't know what he talking about. He don't know what he talking. How? Nigga, I'm showing you facts. Jay Reed called in here and said it himself. Yo. And when you listen to him, Jay Reed literally said if it was him and his buddies that did something like that, they would have been locked up by now. He's telling you, I'm going through with the lawsuit. But they done got people minds so twisted about what happened to Jay Reed 20 years ago that they forget that it was another guy that got stripped, butterball naked, pistol whipped, robbed, and beat up. That just went out to people's head. I'm like, how did that just go out to people's head? But Wack understands that our culture doesn't get it. It's easy to influence us. We are easily influenced by negativity. All it takes is someone to show you some negativity and you think that is real. Y'all think Wack and Loose is real just because they went at J. Reed Marsh. People really think they real. I'm like, come on, bro. When are they going to show us that they go at the real gangsters? They don't. When real gangsters encounter them, they want to talk. When real dudes that's about to get down, they want to talk. But when they find somebody that they feel they can take advantage of, they ready to get down. On Paru, on neighborhood, on Paru. Yeah, we going to have to get down. But you're not going to tell no real gangster you ready to get down. Because all he going to say is, all right, I'll talk to you later. He going to make sure you get down. And y'all got to pay attention to this. I'm giving you facts. I'm telling you the character. I'm showing you the whole situation. I didn't put the information out here. They did. I'm just breaking it down piece by piece, directly, without leaving anything out. All the pieces of the puzzle are getting put in place. It's being identified to everyone. And people still saying they worried about Jay Reed. I'm like, what are you worried about Jay Reed? If the person, Morse, was your family member in a hospital going through some serious stuff, all the people that's feeling like I'm capping would be crying. If we being real, man. All the people that feels like I'm capping, that feels like I don't know what I'm talking about, you would be crying. You would be hurting. So you got to understand, this is why they going through. Turtle Soup literally told you. Mars has a FBI agent as a family member. He has a detective as a family member. They stopped talking about Mars, didn't they? Y'all understand that, huh? They not saying nothing about Mars because they already know it's up. And I gotta be real. They know what it is. They know it's up. Boy, I try to tell y'all, man. Let me see. He said, run the table, said, I wouldn't be surprised if they ain't loaned him money or gave him bread using the LA protections. Low-key extortion type. What are you talking about? Let me see. He said he prey on those who can't accumulate money because to him, you are a pushover dummy. And that's facts. That's him. He said, Shaq manager said, Wack been on paperwork as an informant since 2007. He got the paperwork in 2013 and let Big U know about it when Wack started going on at Big U. See, and that's his game. I wouldn't put it past him. You hear me? Because somebody that he feels has real stuff on him that he knows he gonna go at him hard to deflect, to make you judge what they saying as like, is it true? I don't know. But I try to tell y'all, they lie a lot, man. Hey, David Hampton, I appreciate the Cash App yesterday, my brother. Most definitely. I appreciate that, man. Run the table, said Clubhouse TV on YouTube. The Hunter Show. Clubhouse is Wack keeping afloat money. He got his little people running different channels and he's getting the lion's share of the proceeds. Wack has these people manipulated and fooled. And it's crazy. When I hear people in the background just agreeing with him, I'm like, yo, our culture is blind. And he knows it. The game is just crazy. And that's facts. SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from.
Yo, SB, what's good, my guy?
Okay, what's going on, my guy?
What's going on, bro? It's Malcolm from Atlanta.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I just wanted to chime in on the topic and like add some, expose his tactics and whatnot. I noticed like another one of Wack tactics. What he does is, so this is what he does. He preys on people in a bad situation, or he fabricates a story, and then he comes in and acts as if he saved the day and makes you feel as if you're indebted to him. So, for example, when he was at No Jumper, he was trying to say, like, when he was beefing with Brick Baby, he was trying to say while Brick Baby was in Florida, the Zoe Pounds is a gang in Florida. He was trying to say that they was on him, and they texted Wack and they said, yo, we see him right here. What you want me to do to him? And Wack was trying to say he stopped that from happening. So by Wack saying that, he was trying to tell Brick Baby that I saved you. And because I saved you, he's trying to make it feel like he's indebted to him. And I feel like that's when he was trying to befriend Brick Baby, but Brick Baby wasn't going for it. And another situation is, 600 was in a bad contract with Don King, a bad boxing contract.
Okay.
And I heard Wack said that he got him out of the contract. Another situation, Keefy D. As you can see, Keefy D, he was trying to get Keefy D out of jail. And in return of that, he was trying to get the life rights out of the situation so he could make money off of him. Loose Cannon, he was beefing with Wack. It was beefing heavy. I'm sure Wack said, yo, we don't need to I'm sure Wack said that we don't need to be beefing. We could, you know what I'm saying? You should be able to use me. And you know how Wack be saying, like, you shouldn't be beefing with somebody like me. You should want to be friends with me. Or something like that. So I feel like he fabricates a story, or he preys on people in bad situations, and he tries to like come in and acts as if he saved the day and makes it feel as if you're indebted to him. And he uses this tactic to control you at his will or gain leverage over you. And then at the end of the day, he ends up turning on you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's his tactic, bro.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. And I feel that all the way. Because I see how he's doing. He befriends people and makes it look like I helped you out. But then when he wants to dispose of you, he turns you into content.
Yeah. Like, if you notice, like, any situation, bro, he's always saying he saved someone. Like, I heard he said, like, he was in the studio with 42 Doug, and he saved, they said that Offset jumped on 42 Doug or some shit.
Yeah.
He said he saved 42 Doug. So he always puts himself in the front of somebody else's situation and tries to make it seem like as if he saved the day and as if they're indebted to him, so that later on, like, they could, like, he will be able to ask them for a favor. But like, if they don't go along with the favor, or if they're not going with it, that's when that's when he turns on you. And I noticed that, bro.
Yeah, you correct about that, bro. I see the same thing.
Yeah. But that's all I wanted to say. Just chime in on that.
I appreciate that though, bro. Definitely chiming in. You know, I love the input, bro.
All right. I see what you're doing. Okay, I'm gonna stay tuned in.
All right, stay locked in, bro. C Fresh, I appreciate the super chat. I appreciate that, C Fresh. Real rap. We see what it is, man. You said, Del Dog Money, man. Mark and Shutterbox said Wack told on Main Street Crip. He also told on a hammer charge. He didn't do any time. Hey, listen. I believe it. The way that he moves around and that he caught cases and they just disappeared. The way he challenges people. And when somebody calls him out about the paperwork, he turns it into like you a dummy. You lying. You ain't never been in nothing. On Paru. So it gets people straight sidetracked about what they was coming at him about. Now all they're thinking is gang politics. And they're going back and forth about the gang. If we being real, I definitely believe that, man. You said street politics is always composed of how much dirt one has on another one. Definitely, man. And as we see this shit, man, all I'm doing is calling it out directly. And people still question what I'm saying. That's what just tweaks me out. I'm going to give you the facts. I'm going to show it to you. When people in Clubhouse, it should be a crew of people that go at Wack what I'm saying directly in those Clubhouse rooms, and I guarantee you he'll get out of there or he ready to throw you out of there. Because what I'm saying is spot on. And he knows it. That's the thing. See, when I speak, he knows this brother got some sense. That's the thing. And I know he doesn't like it. But he's used to talking to people that really don't have no sense. So he'll tell you, you don't know what you're talking about. Then he flips on to somebody else that's a rat. Oh, this person's a rat. That person's a rat. Well, where's my paperwork? You ain't seen me on no paperwork. No, you ain't on there yet. But I'm trying to tell you, with this no jumper situation, they are going to get exposed. And y'all are going to see it. And when y'all see them get exposed, everybody going to be talking about, oh, I knew he was a rat. I knew this. I knew that. I'm trying to tell you, man, this situation is up on the investigation. I dropped it so y'all can see it. You hear me? And this is facts. It's crazy when I sit there and think about it, being honest, man. Lou, you said he has a way of telling a story where everyone involved breaks the law, but he's the savior. And that's facts. That's facts. You said, you know, it's crazy. When you look at Wack, man, you got to understand that he has the black people figured out, especially the ones that want to be street. People that got some common sense, he's not going to challenge them. He's going directly at the people that think they're street. These are the people that he like to encounter because he's able to control them with the persona, with the lingo, and with the gang politics. And it's happening every single time. He hasn't changed that up yet. If we being real. He said, get them likes up. I appreciate everybody that's watching. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get the likes up and share this live, man. I'm giving you detail. I'm putting the facts out there. You know, regardless if y'all don't like Jay Reed or whatever, check that video out. You'll hear Turtle Soup in there letting you know what's going on. They both telling you it's a lawsuit going on. It's up. But Wack has a way to mentally get you off of what happened at No Jumper and to worry about what he wants you to worry about. That's his game. Don't worry about what happened at No Jumper no more. Don't worry about that. That's what he's telling you. But I'm telling you, pay attention. They not talking about Mars no more. They haven't said not a thing. Wack said, I'm keeping his name in the algorithm. Okay. Well, that's cool. I'm just letting the people know what happened. We not accepting that. Especially the people that rock with me over here at SBGB TV. It was unacceptable. But all they could do was try to discredit Jay Reed and then got loose cannon saying, I just peel back layers at a time. When are you going to peel back the layer of the audio or the video with Mars? You don't have it. You know that, right? Everybody knows. So as I continue to show y'all, right, I'm putting the facts on the table. I put the whole interview out of Wack and Loose, right? Clip by clip. These dudes talking about the situation. And like I said, I'm going to re-put that interview out by itself so y'all can just hear the interview straight through. You hear Wack pointing the finger at Loose the whole time. Wack stated today, if I die, tell on me. I'm telling everybody, all the so-called gangsters, if I die, you can put anything on me. This is the first time people are hearing something from him like that. If I die, just say I did it. That's all. That's Wack's thing now. So he's letting you know that the things that he accepts, that he said he would never get down with, is really him. He let you know openly his character, but then he'll reverse it with saying something else and convince the people, all right, this is the way you should think now. Don't think about it like that no more. Think about it like this. He said Terrence Gangster Williams was a rat, right? But now you accepting that if people are dead, they can tell. You can tell on the dead. So it got in my mind that this is what you're going to try to use if you in a situation. I start thinking outside the box with him. So in my mind, this is something that he's going to go to when he's in a situation. I said it was cool. So what? I already told y'all. He don't care if he get caught telling. He don't care that. He embraces all the rats. He said Blue Da Vinci is telling, but that's my guy. 6ix9ine is telling, but that's my guy. Troy Ave is telling, but that's my guy. All the people are telling is his guy. But he's on Pyru every time he says something. We got to make that make sense, man. If we being real, man. That doesn't even make no sense. All the rats are your peoples, but you don't rock with rats. You want to expose all the rats, but you rock with all of them. Why don't people see something crazy with that? I don't understand that. The people really don't see nothing off about that? You expose every rat, but you accept them all. He understands that these niggas ain't gonna understand that. I can do that openly. They don't even care. If I embrace the rats, people just gonna accept that's who I embrace. But then he highlights who he wants to tell is ratting to get people all hyped up. Come on, man. We can't keep being fooled by that. Like, it's no way that our people is going to keep being fooled by that. You in the room with this man on Clubhouse, you should be addressing that. Like, yo, bro, why do you embrace all the rats but expose all the rats? Which one is it? Why do you do it? What's the purpose? What's the purpose of you exposing somebody and then being cool with them? I don't get it. I literally don't get it. So, but it's his thing that the culture is manipulated about. He loves this. This is his angle. I'm going to tell you who's telling. I got the facts. I got the paperwork. But then turn around. That's my guy. What the hell? And then say on Pyru. Then turn around and tell you, I don't rock with none of y'all. The man literally said that on the podcast. I don't rock with none of y'all. This shit just don't make sense, man. And people still say, man, Wack, you doing your thing. Man, come on, man. All he doing is poisoning our people to self-destruct, man. That's it, man. He ain't helping nothing in the culture. He told me when I get up there, I don't know what I'm going to have to do when I get up there. This is what he told me. So I get to sit there thinking, right? What do he mean when he say, I don't know what I'm going to have to do when I get there? So you done something that you really didn't agree with when you got up there then. That's basically what he's saying to me. But I catch those type of things. The average person that he has a communication with, they don't catch it. They don't understand it. They allow him to say it and it just blows by their mind. No, you literally did something on your way up. And you must be continuing to do something. Because you highlighted this situation that was a serious felony. It's crazy. This dude is the worst kind, man. They the worst kind, man. And they doing it in your face. And people still say, this is my guy. And I say this seriously, man. This is why they won't give us no position. There's no way. These are the positions we get. We get the dumb positions. Because this is what our culture displays. If you be real, this is why, right? And I'm going to be honest with this. This is why the system, Department of Justice, is taking advantage of us left and right. I gotta say this. This is why the Department of Justice is taking advantage of us left and right. They got over there and played with Trump and he changed the whole game. Now he ready to run through that joint. But us, we don't got the mental capacity to understand that they've been taking advantage of us. We got Obama in there. He didn't address nothing with the Department of Justice, right? Because he was a nigga that didn't feel it. But Trump, white man, felt that, hold on, y'all turned on me? Now I'm going to show y'all how I react. But us, we out here hurting each other every day, destroying our communities, and all they do is do what they want with us. If you really pay attention to it. If you really pay attention to it. They let us go ahead and destroy each other, right? And then we wonder why the system is taking advantage of us. Look at it. 4 extra. You out here highlighting. Now you back in jail. Just pay attention to it. All the black people, right, that's out there, they got iPods or whatever. Now they doing YouTube stuff. I ain't seen no white people doing that. This is what's highlighting our culture. They look at us on a lower level. They put people like Wack 100 in front of us to keep us straight dumb. If we being real, these are the people they put in front of us that keep us dumb. And all we do is ha, think it's a joke. And we don't even see how they making sure we self-destruct. While these dudes feel like they getting money and they're an influence to the whole entire culture. It's a straight destruction method, man. And I mean that. It's crazy. You said, I remember the rumor of Clubhouse being financed by the police department. Could have been just a rumor, but it sure was a good one. Hey, listen, I wouldn't put it past it. The way they talk in there, the way they incite violence in there, right? And all we doing is self-destructing. Gang politics, they not running nothing that makes sense through Clubhouse. Everything I hear out of Clubhouse is BS. And I'm not even gonna lie. It's a bunch of junk and beefing, controversy, destruction. And Wack 100 say he run it all. I got all these rooms on the 100 side. Our people is influenced by this BS, man. And I understand when you say some real stuff, people don't understand it. They can't put it in their brain. It's like, it's too much. Nah, I don't want to hear that. It's real. Keep us dysfunctional. That's all they do. They keep us dysfunctional. It's a crazy game, man. I ain't even gonna lie. All these dudes are insurance money. AC Fresh, it's crazy. You look at the game, man. They got these type of dudes running the show, and people are following them, and all we do is self-destruct, man. It's crazy. And you know, all I do is enlighten people on these dudes' character. You hear me? You said, why did Wack flip on Blue Da Vinci? Hey, listen. Let me see what bro said. You said the same reason Blue Da Vinci can't come to Detroit no more, and neither can Wack. Now he will sneak inside Michigan, but he won't go live. If you do, the police gonna be around him. See, Wack definitely puts people out there when he wants to, but then he acts like he's your friend the next minute. Cause he say, yeah, we all know Blue a rat, he a rat, but then yeah, that's my guy. So listen to that. Blue Da Vinci is his guy, but he's a rat. 6ix9ine is his guy, but he's a rat. All these people that he wants to expose, they're his guys. Wack don't care about nobody or nothing. I can see this, man. It's okay to keep making sure that we self-destruct. Them people over there, them other cultures, they not gonna allow Wack to get in with him. No, they're gonna use him. Adam using Wack. This is a pawn. You are the biggest influence to the negative side of our culture. So yes, put you at the front of this shit. And people really are following this dude. I'm trying to figure out, honestly, who on Clubhouse following Wack 100 is making a bag. Does anybody know any name on there of anybody that's in Clubhouse that's making some paper? Because it doesn't even make no sense that dudes is following this dude. You sit in Clubhouse with the nigga that say he got all the money, but you broke. Just because you got communication with this man, you feel like it's more valuable than you getting money. That shit don't even make no sense, man. It really don't make no sense. It just solidifies the way we think. Sit on Clubhouse and talk all night with this dude, and you ain't got no damn money. So when he ready to come in the room, all right, I'm ready. But you ain't got no damn money. I guarantee you, most of the people in Clubhouse can't even pay their damn bills. They might be living with somebody. It doesn't make sense. But these are the people he encounters to get the information out to our community. Straight self-destruction. Here, put it out there. I'm giving y'all the content. Yeah, take the content. Yeah, go ahead, put this out here. This what we saying. This person's paperwork. That person's paperwork. This person telling. That person's telling. Yeah, this person that. But you don't go to nothing involved with the hood stuff. But I'm going to give you all the insight from over here so y'all can continue to be dumb. While he's sitting there saying, yeah, it's a master manipulator. And I got to say that to our people. And he'll tell you, come watch me, because he understands that most people are not going to grasp it. He'll say, yeah, go watch him. He just lying. I'm telling you what it is. I understand it. They can't do nothing with me. Nothing. When they call in and I let them talk, I put a clip out. The first thing a person say, oh man, he got him. Because I let him talk? I think I'm a lot smarter than you. And he knows that. So he'll say something to somebody like, oh man, don't worry about that guy. He don't know what he talking about. He from here, he don't know nothing. But in his mind, he's saying, God damn, this dude's smart. I can guarantee you that. I can bet my bottom dollar. I can bet my bottom dollar. In his mind, Wack say, dude's smart, straight up. But he understands that I don't have enough influence to make people understand. Because all he got to do is say on Paru. That's it. Soon as he say on Paru, niggas start going, they're mental. It just bounces off of anything I said, right? And it goes to a gang street thing. Yeah. Oh yeah. On Paru. On the set. Yeah. My neighborhood. The man is literally telling people about fighting for his neighborhood that he doesn't go to. Yo, you said my neighborhood? Yo, my neighborhood? Nigga, you don't even go to the neighborhood and you openly say it. But he understands that our mental capacity in the black community is at an all-time low. So he'll tell you, I don't go to the neighborhood, F that neighborhood. But then if you have a conversation with him and you say something about the neighborhood, what? You gonna talk about my neighborhood? We gonna have to get down. We gonna have to get down. Nigga. I can't believe that the people are just so influenced by it. It puzzles me. I am not gonna lie. Cause I've been a street nigga and I was really out there, and it's like these type of dudes would never be around me. So it's like when I see that the world is so mesmerized by this BS, it's like, damn, this is how we are. And then I go back to think that this is why we will never get a position. I say, okay, this is why. This is why Obama is the only president that we consider as black. But he has a white parent too. This is why. Because they know we follow idiots. If we being real, I gotta say this shit. They literally know we follow idiots. Our culture follows idiots. So why the hell would they give us a position to run the damn world? This shit is crazy. It's crazy, man. And I know I might be too deep for some people, being honest. But if you haven't already hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share this video, man. This shit is crazy, man. When I sit there and look at this shit, I'm like, yo, this nigga go to gang politics quick and then turn around and say F the gang. So is it F the gang, or you a part of the gang? Is it Paru and you got all the Crips with you? Like, nigga, this shit is wild. But it's only to our people. It ain't to them other cultures. They not going for that shit. Tell us anybody else but our culture who Wack 100 influences. If we being real. Can somebody tell me anybody but the black people that think they're hood that he influences. So he has a big fan base. All street retards. It is crazy. Everybody thinking they street and like, nigga, real street dudes that have to survive out in that field, they not fucking with Wack. I'm telling you that straight now. It's some crash dummies. Straight up. It's some crash dummies messing with Wack. But ain't no real street dudes. Because the real street dudes is worrying about jeopardizing their freedom because they're financially living off the street. But the peon street dudes, they're just out there as crash dummies. They don't know how to live financially off the street. This shit is wild. The world, I done got puzzled by this shit. I ain't even gonna hold y'all, man. The shit done amazed me. That really so many people in the world are influenced by his BS. And all he does is sit there like, yeah, I got it. I got it. Soon as he go live, people are right there to support him, talk about some bullshit. Nothing to enlighten you, to give you a certain type of structure in life. You just want to hear entertainment of bullshit. But I do see some people, right, that be in this chat like you a fraud, you lying, you capping. But damn, I be seeing a lot of people shouting him out like, nigga ain't doing nothing for the whole culture. Nothing. Straight leading you to be broke. He's leading you to self-destruct. He's leading you to straight fail. This what we follow though. And I gotta say this shit, man. That's why they ain't gonna give us no position. We will never, ever have a position. We too influenced. And I'm gonna say this though, right? And this is real rap. We physically strong. If we get mentally strong, which we will never get, and I just have to say that, it's impossible. But if we was to get mentally strong, they couldn't do nothing with us. And I mean that. Because we physically strong. Think about it. Everything we dominate in, another culture owns it. This is facts. This ain't no, I'm guessing, maybe. Everything we dominate in, another culture owns it. Straight up. And when you say it to our people, they don't get it. They love being dumb. It's crazy. Damn, boy. Damn. It's crazy, boy. Wack got the game in a chokehold, man. Wack got the game in the chokehold, man. It's crazy. Our people, I'm glad, I'm delivering the message to y'all. Some people gonna get it, some people not. But I'm glad I always been different. I always knew how to get to a bag. I always been a boss. I always stepped outside of the BS. I am so glad. I'm enlightening people, and the ones that want to be receptive to it, take it in. If you just tuning in and you just might feel a little bit like you understand it, right? I'm just appreciative that you being receptive to it, right? But I understand that it's a lot of people that don't know how to be financially stable in life. I understand that. And the reason why is because you follow guys like Wack. That's the reason why you can't get financially stable. And I'm going to tell you that right now. You are who you surround yourself around. If you surround yourself around dummies, people that influence you to crash, that's all you're going to be. Everything in life that we learn is something somebody else taught us. You don't learn anything unless you're taught from observation or instructed. And Wack is making sure that he instructs you how to never have shit. Straight up. He's giving you specific instructions how to never have shit. He's not going to teach you how to have something. He's going to teach you how to go out here and destroy yourself. And it's crazy. Yo, this shit is just crazy, boy. This shit is just crazy. When I sit there and think about this shit, it's like, I know it's some people that rock with me and they feel where I'm coming from. Hopefully, it's some people that been following that dumbness that'll figure out how to sit down and mentally change their thinking. It's easy to do dumb shit, but it's hard to structure your life to get to the bag. So Wack preys on all the goofies so that he can continue doing what he doing to live. He can't give a positive message to the people. It don't work. And I heard him when he said this, right, on the podcast with Ray J. If you go look at that podcast he did with Ray J, he says it all the time. People don't listen to that. People don't listen to that. When you tell them something positive, they don't listen. So since he totally grasped that, he said, I'm not getting out of my lane. This the lane I'ma stay in. Straight up. He's literally letting the world know, I am going to stay in this lane because this is the lane that people like. They don't want to be enlightened. They don't want to get nothing. All they want to do is do dumb shit and be broke. That shit is crazy. I'm allergic to broke, man. That shit make me break out in hives. I'm not even gonna lie. Being broke makes me break out in hives. SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from.
G Sweezy, calling from the Bay Area.
What's going on, my guy?
Just came across our channel a few days ago. You got some good content, man. You different than these other YouTube bloggers. You ain't a groupie. You feel me? You lead by example. You feel me? I hate niggas that write other niggas' coattails. I see that you don't do that.
Appreciate that, my brother.
But I was gonna say, did you see the video the other day with Jim Jones?
The one with Jim Jones that he put out saying that he was out there in the park?
Yeah, that nigga was in Birmingham with Wack, or the real Wack.
And that's what I said that. I said that to Wack 100 when he called in the other day. He gonna say that he can still go out there and he cool with Wacko. I said, no, you can't.
No, I ain't gonna lie though. I was a Wack fan. You get what I'm saying? Until I came across you know who Scandalous Los Angeles TV is?
Nah, I ain't never heard of that.
Scandalous Los Angeles TV. He's like a YouTube channel. He part of the Damo Kiwi conversation. He be exposing the exposers.
Yeah,
and he was the reason why I came across Wack paperwork, and then that's how I found Deuce M's.
So you
and
said,
then I didn't know Deuce M's was the one that put that out there on Warstar, because Deuce M's got like 3.2 million views off that.
okay.
Wack thought it took it down.
Okay, so he put Wack's paperwork out there.
Yeah, that was Deuce M's.
And what was the paperwork saying?
That he was CS2 back. He told on the Main Street crib, and he lined up his homie stutter box.
Okay.
You can look it up. Just put up, just type in CS2 back, and it should come up as Active Chucks or Skeleton Los Angeles TV. They'll be breaking it down. It's like they got like 8-10 minute videos. You feel me?
Yeah, I did see that too. And then the guy, he called in one time like a couple weeks ago, and he sent it to me as well. So I did check that out.
Yeah, and then Skeleton Los Angeles TV, he interviewed Greg Kading. And Greg Caden confirmed the paperwork is real.
Okay.
And Greg Caden is the fake cop who lied and said that he solved Biggie and Tupac murder, which he didn't. Because there was police officers that came out on Vlad and other platforms and said Greg Caden, all he did was make the case worse. He gave what Biggie's small mama named Miss Wallace, he gave her hope. Like, he didn't solve anything. And, you know, Tupac Daddy even said that Greg Caden is a liar. Like, Orlando never had nothing, he can't kill Tupac. That's the story that they're going with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel you on that one too, bro.
But anyways, what I was gonna say, yeah, I thought 600 and Loose was real, you feel me, like street niggas until I came across Scandalous, and then, you know, shout out to my boy Deuce MZIL, they've been exposing their ass, you feel me? And they're 600, Loose Coochie Cannon, the fake Loose Cannon, they ain't nothing but police officers pretending to be gangsters. You feel me? I'm a civilian. I can see that these niggas are pump fakers.
Yeah.
And then Wack, he don't even got money like that. You know, he got exposed because he said he was going to bail KVD out because he was trying to get his life rights. But the judge exposed Wack. The judge put the bail out, and Wack didn't even have the money to bail out KVD. And he got KVD family hopes up. That nigga's a phony and a fake.
Yeah, listen, that's why I've been exposing him left and right, bro. Because I'm like, the way that he's influencing the people to crash out, it's somebody else making sure that he does this, and he's doing all this illegal stuff online, and they committing violence. But he knows that our culture is easily influenced, and you know he prey on that, and that's why he don't stop.
Right. He caused everybody to self-destruct. You feel me? And then I ain't gonna lie, like, cause I'm from the Bay, like, bro, that nigga do not want to smoke with Jay Diggs, bro. That nigga he dissed Jay Diggs' son, he dissed his mother, bro. That nigga, he knows he coming to Northern California. It's over with for that nigga, bro. I didn't even know that nigga wasn't even good in his own hood. You feel me? He not even good in Pacoima. He not good in all LA County. Like, nobody fucks with him. The people on Clubhouse, they retards. He only popping on the metaverse. You know what I'm saying? No motherfucker got no life. He left his beautiful, he cheated on his beautiful wife for a Clubhouse thing.
I know, that's what they said. And I'm like,
that bitch got 4 kids, bro.
Crazy.
That bitch got a nasty ass BBL, bro. You feel me? And then he out here getting Clubhouse hoes pregnant and shit. I'm like, what the fuck wrong with this? This nigga taking the L. See, one thing I could say about Luke Cannon, at least Luke Cannon got attractive women. This nigga Wack, nigga, the only attractive woman he had was his fucking wife. All the other girls, Mika, fucking R&B, them bitches ain't it. Them bitches is weak.
Crazy. And listen, he in love with R&B right now. She got his name tattooed. I mean, his whole picture tattooed on the back.
She got that shit on his back. What the fuck, bro? She's an ultimate clout chaser.
Yeah.
Then he over here playing Mouse at Adam and shit.
Yeah, and like, you know, he over there bootlicking, man. Whenever Adam tell him to be there, he's there.
That nigga Adam say he seen his ass on I forgot what video that was. He said, yeah, I seen Wack ass. Wack dick.
He literally said that?
Yeah.
Damn.
Then Wack tried to lie and say, man, I ain't gonna lie, it was a little funny how Wack, Tasha K destroyed him. He tried to lie and say, oh, I had sex with Tasha K. Tasha K said, I'd never seen that man a day in my life.
And that's why we all know, like, people that got sense, like you said, used to look at him like he was real, but when you get the sense,
I thought he was a real nigga. The way he was going, I think I seen him on the Vlad interviews, you know, no jumper and shit. Then once I came across Damu Kiwi Conversations and Scams Los Angeles TV, I'm like, oh, this nigga's a fake. And that girl Henny, shout out to them. You feel me? I'm like, oh wow, this dude's a fake. I was, what's that called? Where basically like, okay. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I was one of those people where, okay, I damn near believe almost everything he said, but except for the Jay Diggs shit, because I'm from the Bay. I know he was capping about that.
But the brother always been capping.
I realized that bro was a pussy. Then, bro, he got his ass up at the Draco and the Ruler concert.
Let him tell it didn't go down like that.
Yeah, bro. That nigga got his ass up. Then the nigga say, put that on purple. He didn't want to put that on purple. Then bro described who he was with and what he had on. Then he tried to play like he didn't know Tiny Draws. Then he said, then he tried to switch it up and was deflecting. And then Tiny, that nigga Wack a mark, bro. And then I heard they had Cuban Rob on Forest raining at the concert.
Crazy.
What the fuck? That shit nasty work, bro.
I appreciate you calling in though, bro.
But hell yeah, man. Keep doing your thing, man. You got good content. I'm glad I found you, brother. Hey man, you ain't doing nothing but putting a battery on these niggas' backs.
Most definitely, bro. Stay locked in.
Oh yeah, and then one more thing. Oh yeah, that nigga Wack ain't good in LA neither. Nobody fuck with that nigga, man. That nigga work with the police. He best friends with Benji Wright.
And listen,
that nigga mad that Tupac his wife got a picture with Tupac. That's why he ain't on Tupac, and he didn't even know Tupac. Like he didn't join Death Row till Death Row was over with. Shit was in jail. The police put Wack in Death Row. Wack didn't get put on with Death Row. Like, you know what I'm saying? When it was Death Row, Snoop Dogg was already in No Limit. You feel me?
yeah.
Nate Dogg and them was already gone. Like, come on, bro. Like, he was on Death Row when that shit was dead. You feel me? That nigga's a liar. He wasn't there. Lying on Danny Boy and shit.
I appreciate it, bro. Stay locked in, all right?
All right, for sure. Thanks for the call.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Y'all already know, man. You know, I appreciate everybody that rock with me. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share this video, man. We all know, man, Wack is a fraud, man. Loose fraud, man. It's just they got people so influenced. They are a big influence in the internet world, right? And people think, you know, like bro said, he thought everything he was saying is real. They think everything they say is real. But Wack could tell a lie and make it seem like it's the truth. But if the right person checks him about it, he'll switch it up and still make it look like, well, I got this information from here. It was a credible source. It's the game. And I can't believe people still questioning me. That's what it shocks me with that too. I've been showing people straight facts and people still question what I'm saying. Like, come on. I wasn't at no jumper, but I'm telling you the details of what happened. I'm showing you the details, right? And people still question me because Wack say something. Nigga, you ain't never supposed to question somebody that's showing you facts. That's why I say Wack could tell you the color is a different color and you got it in your hand. And he'll make you believe that it's really not that color. This shit is like wild. If we being real, this shit is wild. But y'all know, man. Y'all know, man. I just keep it real. That's all, man. I just keep it real and I'm calling it out, man. Hey, Wack, if you looking, you know you's a straight capping ass dude, man. Influencing our people to straight go down the drain, man. It's crazy. Appreciate the call. Keep doing your thing. YNW. Appreciate it, man. But I already know, you know, Wack got a lot of flunkies out there, man. Wack got a whole lot of flunkies that is okay that the man is influencing you to be broke. He got a lot of them out there, man. Dudes don't even understand. You ain't making no money with Wack. Hell no. You ain't making no money with Wack. He said Wack is undercover. Hey, listen, I agree. They just know that I'm not easily influenced. They know that shit for sure. They know it. And, you know, when I put the clip out there with Luce, you know, Luce, you know, he tried to get hype at one point, but now, you know, his mind done said to him, it ain't gonna work with me. Wack too, they done already came to the conclusion, it's not gonna work with me. You know, so now, you know, they're gonna try to figure out how they can come another way. You know what I'm saying? They thinking. Trust me. They thinking. But it is what it is. I'm just going to continue to call their character out, because when you see how they just got the people influenced to crash out, it's like, this is what our culture is? Damn. And it's like, it gets me to understand, though. I do understand why we don't get a position. Now I understand it, especially seeing this so broad. You hear me? I'm like, okay. They look at us like we dummies. This is how we looked at. We looked at like dummies, man, with no sense. And I believe that. You hear me? You said that's the internet for you, no matter what. Shit crazy. You said Wack put some pants on when you watching this live, dude. I know he be watching, man. I already know Wack be watching, for real. I know Wack be watching. And I know when he watching, he like, they not gonna listen to him. I guarantee you that's what his mind is saying, because he know I'm saying facts. So he's saying to himself, they not gonna pay attention to him. They not gonna share the live, because our culture be so lost by the entertainment of nothing. We don't want to figure out how to get ahead of the game. We want to watch the shit show. And that's what he give. Knowing damn well he don't want no smoke. At 47 years old, he know it ain't the same. It ain't the same when you fall. It ain't the same when somebody bust you upside your head. So he don't want that, man. These dudes is in their 40s, man. And at that age, you gonna fight if you got to. But you don't want it how he portraying. He don't want to get out there and get down. He literally saying, yo, you want to get down. Nah, the nigga don't want to get down, man. Literally. SBGB TV, live calling show. State your name, where you calling in from.
It's the Deacon from old stinking sewer water. Ask Florida brother Robe on ya. Yes, sir, brother. And brother, the Deacon want to enlighten all your listeners and everything, because the Deacon love this conversation. And I can tell you, brother, what's going on with our mind frame in this nigga. This not a black community. This is a nigger community. And the Deacon got to be honest, brother. We got to go ahead and bring that father back in the household. See, Wack 100 is a disgruntled baby mama. He done had abortions. Wack 100 done killed more kids at that clinic with his booty hole in the house. He done killed whores at that motel. He killed roaches and bed bugs. So, brother, yes, sir, he lays on that bed, that ragged ass yard sale water bed with your milk crates and the bed shaped like Bobby Brown Gumby. But we finna get on it, because, brother, you right. It's time for us to clean up this nigga community. Brother, it's stank in the nigga community. It ain't right in the nigga community. We backstabbing, and now they say we're going behind each other back and sliding in this community. But see, we got to get our women right. We got to separate these hoes from real good black women, because the hoes winning. They want to eat all the coochie. They want to talk all the talk. They on the Clubhouse. A lot of these chicks raising these heathen bastard ass black males, and that's another problem. A lot of these dudes in their 30, you black males, you sit down and you pee just like your mama. You never had a real daddy. That Queen Latifah stud raised you with that strap on. You heard mama guzzling and hollering and wheezing after Bible study. See, we got to kill it all. This community needs to go to hell. We need to start the hell over. How come the pedophile and the gangbanger get to eat the big piece of chicken in the nigga community? He get to have a party where he bringing ragged ass out of the prison and jail jail, just like they doing Big Meech. But see, when you go to the army, when you take an age test and you come back non-reactive, they hate you. They hate to see you brush your teeth. They hate to see your credit a 7.0. Oh, they hate to see you wipe your ass good. But boy, when you raggedy and broke down, it seems like the whores in this nigga community, they adopt that. Oh, they love a raggedy, no teeth ass, Wack 100, red lobster, biscuit face short, BBL, call gangbanging ass nigga. A lot of these chicks, they are the problem with this because we don't have no more women that pray over us. They pray on us now, and it's sad that we have become this community. And I do got to blame white racism. You Adam 22s and you DJ Vlad, you culture vultures, because my thing with this whole situation is they lay the poison out there. These Democrats, old Joe Biden and that Kamala, Macho Man Uchi Wally Harris, all them got something to do with this. This is why I'm glad that we got Trump in so we could clean up. We could put bleach in this community. This community needs to be flushed the hell out. We need to let some of you niggas go with these migrants because we tired. I'm sick of seeing little black boys and girls suffering behind the choices a hoe made at the club. She got on her Molly and drunk all the E and J up and ate all the chicken, and now she go home and lay up and have unprotected sex. And it's sad, brother, because if you go to this abortion clinic, you got more chicks that got more bodies than Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees. They open their legs up. They killing all the black babies with that badass, unpredictable coochie. But see, brother, what you doing is a lot of these dudes were like Wack 100. Suge Knight said he don't even know Wack 100. Wack 100, he act like a mother that has been molested. I think somebody done played with Wack because he hurting right now. Ugly nigga act ugly because if he was handsome with good clean nails, he wouldn't bring all that toxic to the airway. So a lot of you guys, you black nigga man too, you need to listen up to the Deacon. You nigga go to the internet for a daddy. Too many of you niggas love that YouTube. You wasn't raised with no man in the house. So Wack 100 is your daddy. It's sad to see a 42-year-old run behind niggas that older, they same age, but they looking at him as a daddy. Be your own man. Make your own decisions. Talk to God. Stop looking at these Negroes and playing both sides. Cause we got a lot of chatty patty gossip gangster ass niggas out here. And we reject all of y'all. And with that being said, you young folks, listen to my brother. Keep doing your thing. He handsome. He bring you your knowledge. And he against this thing. And the Deacon gonna stand with him. And brother, whenever you ready for us to let the folks know, I'm ready because I'm sick of this shit. And with that being said, oh God, I ask that you touch everybody listening now. God, I pray that you touch that Luke Kane, the retarded nigga in that purple building. God, watch over everybody. God, pray for that Wack 100 motel room. I know it smells like fish sticks and athlete's feet, but God, we ask that you bring a maid in there to clean it up. God, we sick of the nigga community. We tired of Democrats. God, we sick of niggas misleading. God, molested. You got an uncle right now living in Grandma Attic, but he got all the information in the gossip. Nigga, you got no teeth in your mouth. You still wearing that G-Unit skull cap. You hadn't took a bath since Action Jackson was alive, and you got all the knowledge, and you asking me what Big Meat said. Man, bring your ass on somewhere and stop leading our people to the gates of hell. And we thank you and we love you, and the Deacon out.
All right, Deacon. The Deacon go in, man. Give us a little laugh, though. Yeah, man. They definitely leading us straight to self-destruction, man. It's crazy. But I understand now why we are looked at the way we looked at. And I gotta be real, man. At one point, I thought that, it wasn't as bad as it was. The way we view. I was like, nah. But now, it's just like the influence that I see our people gravitate to, it just let me know. Hopefully, by me doing what I'm doing, it'll be some people that'll gravitate to me and understand where I'm coming from, because I'm enlightening you on different things that's positive, and I'm showing people the key points so you can understand where things is going wrong at, and it start within these type of guys. These type of guys are a big influence, man, and they make sure they highlight these type of guys. It's with everything that's highlighted about us is this type of stuff, if we being real. And I see we so talented. If they didn't highlight these things, we would have better positions, and I do want to say, right, we are taken advantage of in the justice system because we don't have the smarts, the mental capacity to deal with these people, right? So they take advantage of us in the justice system. But like I said, they went and messed with Trump, and now Trump is exposing them people. They're exposing how the prosecutors take advantage of us, and a lot of people that said, man, Trump is racist and Trump got in there. But you see, he putting the pressure down on them people, right? And if you ever have been taken advantage of in the justice system, you understand what I'm talking about. And I know it's some people that haven't experienced that, so they don't understand. But when you get inside that justice system, they do whatever they want to you. You hear me? When they don't want to give you your paperwork that they know they should give you, they play games with you. They mess around with your court days. They convince you to take a plea, even with people that have been innocent. It's a major game. And they mess with the wrong one, literally, when they mess with Trump. So I'm kind of glad that he's putting the pressure on them, because they've been doing this shit for so long. And it's like, it's wrong what they doing, but they able to pull that shit over our eyes and we don't even understand it. That's the crazy thing. You might think, oh, this is justice. They need to go to jail. In some situations, they manipulate this shit so that we look at it a certain way, right? And now we think this is how it's supposed to go. But then later down the line, you see something different. And it's like, damn, for real? What's going on, Top Shelf? Like, for real. And as I see, the world is crazy. It's a lot of unfair things going. But I guarantee you this, right? All the people that was gonna thinking about or did vote for Kamala, you're gonna see why you shouldn't have. People should have known Kamala was a prosecutor, man. She was literally a prosecutor, and all prosecutors, they have a certain demeanor about them, whereas though they really don't care about the people, but they put an image. And if you ever been in front of one, they will befriend you like this and then unfriend you and turn against you, right? They play a lot of games. So by them doing what they did to Trump, you are going to see, the whole world is going to see, he's going to revamp that system. And I'm glad, because they done took advantage of me a few times, me fighting for my life. And if I didn't have the heart that I had, I would have been stuck in the system. And that's just me coming from it and understanding it. And some people that haven't came from it and been through it don't understand it. Even though now I would never put myself in that situation again, right? Because I'm a law-abiding citizen and I'm a civilian. But it's people that's out there that live out there that, they got to get it how they live. And the justice system is just unfair. you know? Because you have a right to be treated fairly in the court. And these people, they study law and they feel like being as though that they know the law and you don't know the law, that they have the ability to take advantage of you. This is their game. They feel I have the degree, you don't. So you don't know what's going on here. They don't play fair, man. And I guarantee you the entire world gonna see a change. The people that don't like Trump, don't think about the racism thing, you know? Don't think about that. Think about how we're treated unfairly by the justice system. And you know, I appreciate all y'all rocking with me, man. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share this video. Yeah, you can become a member. All you got to do is hit the join button, Reggie. Hit the join button. If you go to the front of the page and click on SBGB TV, once you click on SBGB TV, it's going to take you to where it says join. So when you go to the front of the page, you might not see it, but touch it where it says SBGB TV, and then it's going to pull up where it says join. You know, I've been paying attention though to different things in the world, man. And a lot of the things that they feel we don't understand, in which a lot of us don't understand, we're taking advantage of because we don't understand. And then they put people in front of us like Wack 100 to keep us off balance. You know, so when Wack say, I won't know what I have to do when I get there, I wouldn't do that. You hear me? You're not going to tell me that I got to keep doing this. But these guys been betraying these criminal activities and doing that shit for a long time. So yeah, they had to get down with how they had to get down. This is why I know he got to be working. He had to get down. You know what I'm saying? But the country is definitely out of control. You said as a country, we needed a reset and masks to come off. I'd rather know how you feel about me up front than tell me a lie and mess with me over and then in the end. Hey, listen. Let me see. Steffi Weffy. That was a fact. I really rock with that comment right there. I feel the same exact way. You know, because a lot of people want to talk about how Trump is. Man, listen, that's his personality. But the man is going to deal with things that need to be dealt with. And a lot of people want to pay attention to the man's personality than how the world is being structured, if we being real. So when they did that to him, it was a sign that he said, I'm going to come back and tighten some shit up. Because a lot of those white people, I'm going to say this just like this, honestly, they turn their eye to the things that we have to encounter all the time as black people because it doesn't affect them. But when certain things start affecting them, right, that's when we see a change. And I gotta say this. The justice system went after Trump and made us look at it for what they wanted to look at it. And then they knew he was the president, he had immunity, but they put a picture to us to make us look at things a certain way. And if you pay attention, they didn't want him to run so bad. They started putting celebrities, musicians in front of us to try to influence the world to make sure we vote for the opposite person. The games. You hear me? I appreciate that, Reggie. Appreciate the membership. They literally put Kamala Harris and all of the celebrities that hold no value, that don't teach us nothing, in front of us so that we can get the same results that we had 4 years ago. This is what they did because they thought that the black community was going to be totally blind, and then that it was going to grab the white community too by putting entertainers in front of us, because they know the world is intrigued by BS. They thought that was going to sway the world. And guess what? It didn't. You know? So I'm not looking at Trump as his personal feelings and the things that he does on his personal time or whatever, however he feel. I'm looking at the business aspect of the world as in the structure. Think about it. The man been in there for a couple weeks, right? And he went straight hard body at cleaning stuff up, signing orders. The man said literally that the federal government knows that they're giving money out freely, but they don't want him to investigate it. He said millions of dollars of fraud is going on, but the judges want to block him from investigating it. Yo, this how you know. But somebody that had the experience of being targeted by them now biting back. But it would never been a black person to be able to do it. And I gotta keep it real with y'all. A black person would have never been able to do it. The only person that could have done it is Trump. Because Trump has experience and the money. So y'all should be kind of like happy that it's a change. I ain't even gonna lie, man. We would have had Kamala in there, somebody that targeted her own people but didn't help us do nothing. Got in front of the world, bought the celebrities that she felt we looked up to and had them dance in front of us. And she literally had like people like Cardi B. Just because Cardi B got money, she doesn't have the intellect to talk to anybody. And I'm like, you know, ain't nothing against her. Yeah, she's an entertainer, but she don't got the smarts to talk to us, to the world. Come on, man. You want to tell the world you came from the Bronx and get people to pay attention to you from the hood, but you not teaching us nothing that makes us understand that you have the knowledge to enlighten us. And being as though that she has the influence that she has, right? They won't allow her to do it. I'm going to tell you that now. Being as though that she has that influence, even if someone was to sit down with her and instruct her how to get the information to us, they would end up going after her and making sure that she falls so we don't pay attention to her. So she has to go with the program. She gonna see though. And I understand the game a little bit because I've been paying attention. I ain't gonna lie. SBGB TV, it's a live calling show. State your name, where you calling in from.
Yo, my name is Cam. I'm calling in from Greenville, South Carolina.
What's going on, my guy?
Ain't nothing. Question. When it comes to felonies and being able to vote, what's your stance on that?
Yeah, you can vote as a felon.
Okay. So what about a felon as a president?
I don't have no problem with it. You know why?
I'm listening.
Because he was targeted. And I'm going to tell you about, have you ever been locked up before?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever did time in jail and convicted of a felony?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, I have too, right? And I've been to trial 5 different times. And I'm going to be writing my book this year, but I went to trial for a murder that I didn't commit, that the prosecutors knew I didn't commit, but they still decided to pursue me and let the people that did the crime say I did it. And they knew them people did it. You understand what I'm saying?
I hear you.
So from my experiences,
most people don't go through that, right?
But I did.
Yeah. So your opinionated value on this situation is nobody goes to a court for murder.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, I'm telling you my experiences, right? So
Okay.
by me telling you my experiences, it let me understand that the prosecutors will target certain situations and do things the way they want to do it because they feel that being as though that they went to school for law, that they're better than everybody that hasn't. You understand that, right?
Yes.
So the game is they paint a picture to people. They put me in the newspaper for first degree murder. Do you understand what I'm saying? I had to fight for my life when they knew that I didn't do it. But their objective was to prove to 12 people that I did something that I didn't do. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand.
So this is
don't know.
But I'm trying to enlighten you on something because I have a heavy experience. I've been to trial 5 times. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm just telling you about my experiences. So when people look at it as Trump being convicted, a convicted felon, you only look at it him being a convicted felon because they said they convicted him. You don't understand the process of what they did to make sure that these charges went that way. And there's plenty of people inside the justice system now that'll say, this is why they happened, but I wasn't wrong, or they made the situation more highlighted. The game is played funny, my guy, and I understand it. I had a situation where my attorney that was paid for wouldn't provide me with my discovery, and he conspired with the prosecutor not to give me my discovery. And
Okay.
I had to fire him and get a public defender and fight the case myself. And when I told the public defender that I am going to write the Bar Association on you and the prosecutor, they gave me my discovery. But my paid attorney wouldn't give it to me.
My thing was this: it's when you think about like what we describe as a president, are you fit to be president versus him? Are you not fit to be president versus him? What makes us different than him?
What makes are you black?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what makes it, that's why you're not fit. You know why?
Oh, okay. So now we look at the white president and we co-sign with him. Why can we not co-sign with him?
Listen, but that's you if you want to go against him. I'm agreeing with him because I see how the justice system works. Being though from my experience.
As a businessman, yes, I understand that.
Yeah.
Yes, because he's going to look out for the business part. But for the people that are trying to come up, trying to make it, trying to do things, guys that have sat in your shoes, right? What makes them why can't they get businesses? Because they're a felon?
I can get business. I done had businesses since I was 19. I've run several businesses.
I'm saying that why can't these guys that are felons can't vote? First off,
they can vote. You can vote as a felon.
Now we can.
Yeah, but you can't. But I'm saying you can. So you can't you can't go back in time. We got to go what's going on now. If you're a felon, they allow you to vote. You know what I'm saying? If you can start your own business. It's just our people are so influenced by people like Wack 100 that we don't take the time to mature.
Yeah.
Right?
I've been watching you on that, and yes, I agree with you on that whole West Coast thing. That's BS.
Yeah, but I'm just saying our people are so influenced by that we don't take the time to educate ourselves how to start a business, what to do, because we're influenced by the buffoonery. You understand what I'm saying? So, I just agree, and I'm glad that the man's there because he's going to clean the justice system up. That's what I want to see. The justice system is unfair, and I've been fighting several times. God willing that I don't have to have any more issues in that department, but I've fought, and I went to war. You understand what I'm saying? With my life on the line, with different situations, and they always tried to take advantage of me. And it was like I had to take the risk, whereas though to say I'm going to go at them regardless, because if I bow down, it's going to set a trap up. And every time I went at them. So, but I anything else you want to say, my brother?
Indeed, I'm paramilitary. I've had to fight my own life, for my own life. I've been in the justice system. I've been out of the justice system. I'm going back in the justice system to get custody of my great nephew. You know what I mean? So like, I understand the process. I get the process. I just don't like how it moves slower when you're trying to do positive things, but when you're in a negative, it moves fast. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's all, brother, man. I've been watching you. I appreciate you. And again, I'm in with you, my guy.
And I appreciate you calling in, my brother. Most definitely. I'm glad we had a great conversation.
Hey, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
Yeah, man. I appreciate everybody that rocks with me. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share this video, man. We might have different opinions and point of views, but good conversations can be had. And my stands, with the president changing some things is definitely my stands because of my experiences. And I know that we are treated unfairly, but it takes for a white person to be treated unfairly at the highest position to understand we got to change it. And I'm glad. Let them change it up, man. Let them do some things different in there, because they'll do whatever they want to us if we didn't have this happen. I'm being real. And I ain't even gonna lie. You said unity is exactly what Wack don't stand for in the hip hop culture. Like real rap. He said, salute, caller. You definitely appreciate the caller. I appreciate that. You said, the man just doing shit. He's like a rich actor who's playing the role of the president. That's what you said. That's what you said around the table about Trump. You said, gotta pay attention and see what he's really doing, not just the top layer. But we gotta run the table. We gotta see what's going on. Yeah, we gotta see what's going on. Once we see what's going on, we're gonna check it out. But I'm not against the certain things, even with the people that they trying to, get the country under control, the border. I'm not against it, because if you was in another country, they wouldn't care about you. So I can't have that feeling like, they gotta go. Like, what can I say? If you was over in another country, they wouldn't have no sympathy for you. They'd have you jailed over there, because there's people over there that been locked up for hollering. You go to Dubai, women over there, because the women here, they cock your neck here. You go over in Dubai and cock your neck, they're going to throw you in jail. He said, DZ, one thing for sure, a lot of these racial groups feel empowered, especially since Trump has taken office, particularly here in Detroit. And I do understand what you're saying when you say that, though, Jay. I do understand when you say that. And I'm like a loner, you feel me? So I really don't be around nobody like that. So, I stay to myself because I know that sometimes, I can, be a little left. So I really don't have those type of problems in the situation. But I just was pulled over recently and got a ticket. And I was right with the ticket, right? This is like, 'cause that's what I just think about the justice system with Trump. I ain't gonna lie. I just was pulled over recently, got a ticket for a turning signal and a tag light. Both of them was working. It was on video, right? That it was showing that it was working. You know what the judge said? All right, well, I see the turn signal is working. I do see the tag light is on, but the cop said it's not illuminated. But she can't even see none of that on video. The video's blurry, but you see the light is on the tag. She let the cop say that my tag light wasn't illuminated. I'm like, what? Come on, man. You can see the tag light on. Well, the officer said it. And then they give me a fine for just under $100 so that I can't appeal it. So you railroad me because you know I'm going to appeal it. I always appeal stuff. I always fight stuff. And I go to war. I'm a war-going brother. You hear me? And she gave me a ticket just under $100 so that I can't appeal. So I'm looking at the justice system with Trump. And that's just me. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? You said, just beat my reckless driving case, and they let everyone that plead guilty know that they can be deported. They ain't playing. They ain't playing no games. He said Elon Musk is from South Africa. Africa post apartheid, that the reason why he was given the Hell Hitler sign. I don't know what you mean when you say that. All the signs of white rulership. Like, you know, you got to think about this though, right? The people like Wack 100 are the people we follow. You hear me? So we not going to be able to get a position and throw the gang sign up in there. It's not going to happen. They're not going to let us get a position because we don't know how to conduct ourselves, outside of anything. And, you know, we might have an opinion about certain things, but we don't know how to conduct ourselves. So they're not going to give us a position so that we're able to be in position. So we got to, like, you know, I don't know what to say on that. Like, for real. It's crazy, you know, but they're not going to give us a position because we act dumb and we follow this hood mentality, man. So they'll never let us get position. They let Obama get in there because he was a bootlicker. He had a skin tone, but he was a bootlicker, man. So he got in there. They not letting us get in there, man. And that's just crazy. It's crazy. Let me see. Musk's dad had the Emerald Mine in South Africa. He born in the white privilege. I would agree too. I would agree. He said, and I want to say this too before it come out though. Listen, I can bet my bottom dollar. I really can bet my bottom dollar on this, right? That Trump is going to pardon Diddy. So if Diddy's convicted of what they saying, Trump is going to pardon him. Trump looking at the justice system. I ain't even going to lie to you. And we looking at what they saying about Diddy. I guarantee you that Trump pardoned him because he's going to feel like he was railroaded. Even if Diddy is guilty of some of the things that they're accusing him of, right? I don't think he's guilty of racketeering, right? And that's what they're holding him on, the RICO. So I'm sure he's done a lot of shiesty business with people, but the RICO, it's like, So we gonna see how that goes. You know what I'm saying? You said, shit, nothing really won't be in our way after Trump's done. Yeah, we gonna see. SBGB TV, it's a live calling show. State your name, where you calling in from.
Hey, Deacon. Hey, it's your boy, Brother Rome, from Southern California. How you doing, bro?
What's going on, my guy? Everything good?
You nailing some points. You nailing some points hard, and some deep points that I want the people to look at, and I want to ask you too. Why? Okay, in your opinion, why? I have my own opinion, but why do our culture, specifically us, Black people, why do we tend to seem like we fall for anything and we go for, like the point you were just making right now? Why do we seem so help me with this. You said it's only us that like do this. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
why do you think it is?
our culture, you know, because we live off hope. That's all we look towards. You know what I'm saying? We live. It's like the black people, and it's just being honest. It's not, you know, talk down on my own culture, but we look towards hope. Everything is hope with us. You know, we don't want to go get it. We want to hope that it's going to come to us. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of us are following what we see. So, you know, destruction is in our face everywhere, and that's what we follow. Because there's no way that we should be the head of all this gang stuff, right? But we not the head of nothing that's really running the world.
Right. Hey, so do you think that? Okay, I believe that every problem there's a root to it. What do you believe the root to our problem as a culture? Why we like this? Like,
Because
do you believe
the
that it's a
influence.
problem that we can fix?
Nah, I don't think it ever can be fixed. It's just you got to fix yourself and stay away from the BS. But you got to think about it. They put us in these housing hoods where all of our houses is next to each other with no money. So now everybody got to figure out how to get it. They put the narcotics in our hood and tell us this is how we got to get it. We watching other people run around with nice material things off of narcotics. So it's the influence in our area, and a lot of people don't really even go outside of their area. They just sit inside of their area, and you watching somebody that's in their area getting money, so you gravitate to, okay, I got to get a pack. So it's just the influence that we got in the environment keeps us at the bottom.
So if somebody was to say, I'm not, Brother Rome's not saying it, but if somebody were to say, you know what, the black man in the hood, the average black man in the hood is a product of systematic, I'm trying to work on my language, systematic effery. You know what the word I'm trying to use? Effery.
Okay.
Systematic effery is a product of that. And this is what they're getting from us now. What would you say? Would somebody say that?
Hey, listen, we are what we surround ourselves around. And, you know, the system is designed to be the way it is, and we're targeted by it. It's designed for us to target us, and all we do is keep feeding into it. We keep going for the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But I mean,
I feel you. I ain't gonna hold you. You know, it's all about the setback. Not the, it ain't about the setback. It's about the get back. You heard?
I appreciate that, Brother Rome. Stay locked in.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, like big facts. Let me see here. You said we not going to the military no more either. Yeah, like I feel that. I feel that. He said we've been programmed to undermine our value and power, and have become compliant, but that was then, and it's time for a new improvement now. I agree, man. A lot of things that, you know, we was influenced by kept us lost. You know, a lot of things that we've been influenced by kept us lost, man. And, you know, being real, it's definitely time for a change, man. We got to keep, you know, pushing. And the time has changed, man. You know, I appreciate y'all rocking with me, though, man. Y'all know what it is. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. You know, I definitely try to enlighten my people as well. You know, even though we talk about Wack and stuff, you know, because I try to point the character out. You know what I'm saying? I let people see the character, the influence, why we are in the position we in. But at the same time, we should be looking to try to build each other up. And I try to keep that, you know, energy too. You know, but I tell you this, they don't care about building us up. Not at all. They already sucked up in the game. Wack and Loose, they sucked up in the game. They are not concerned. So Loose will call in here and say, you a brother, the black man, and that only applies when they wanted to apply. But then they turn the switch on and they'll go at the black man. It's the game. You know? It's definitely up to us. And I agree with that. It's definitely up to us, man. Said Jesse Jackson, keep hope alive. And that's real though, man. Said it ain't about the setback, it's about the get back. Like real rap, man. We gotta just do what we can, man. And that's real, man. He said it was anonymous that makes QAnon to stop claiming they were a part of us. The guy Foster face mask. We never went anywhere. He said we are a walking $1 billion ticket with no access to it. I like that. That was a good one. We got a lot of talent, man. We as the people got a lot of talent. Black people. But we don't have the ability to structure and control and design to keep us in position. We don't have it. Our mental, it's like we know how to go ahead and do it. We good at the things we do, but organizing it is not our strong point. And that's just crazy to say, but it's the truth. You know? So what happens is them over there, they got to organize it, but then they take advantage of us. And we wondering why we're being taken advantage of because we don't know how to organize it. When we feel we get a certain position of power, we start beefing with each other and we want to do it violently. It's like you can't have a disagreement with each other and, you know, y'all play the legal game. Nah, we gonna have a disagreement with each other and it has to be violent to make a statement. So if the people of the world notice, why would they give us a position? Because they already know it's going to get violent when you get in a position. Our go-to is, I'm going to get them out of here. Not I'm going to take them to court because we already programmed that there's no snitching. That's programmed between us, right? We're literally programmed that it's no snitching between us, right? So when we get in a position, we don't want to snitch on each other. We want to do something violent to set an example. Why would they let us get in position to create violence? And we got to really make that make sense. Our community is taught it's okay to harm each other. That's cool. Harm each other to the core, but you better not tell. If you tell, you a snitch. And we're so influenced by that motto that's setting us back if we being real. And when I look at it, it's like, damn, a lot of these things that I think about and that I see from, you know, my experience in life, I see what it is. You know, I'm definitely like a person that, you know, be in my own zone, so I'm not really in tune with a lot of people. You know, I don't like being around a lot of people. And from my experiences, I see that you always have an issue because of someone else. You know, you might say it was your fault, but it's because of an encounter you had with somebody. Wherever something happened, you had an encounter. So it's like, damn, and we're used against each other. So it's like, damn, you got this person saying they telling on me, I'm going against. So you by yourself, you can think about what you do, and you can't tell on yourself. You can't get in trouble doing something to yourself. So, you know, it's a lot of things that keep us off balance, man. And I'm being real. It's a lot of things that keep us off balance, man. But it's a lot of things, you know, that we don't pay attention to either. And it's a lot of other people that take advantage of it that we don't. And they use us to get the paper. He said black culture too accepting for people regardless of the difference, and it hurts. Yeah, I can agree with that. We only get one shot, man. And I can tell you that for real. We only get one shot, man. But they never gonna give us a position, man. I can enlighten people, and I could have 1 million subscribers and enlighten people, and we still wouldn't understand it. We gonna revert back to the hood politics. It's designed that way. I can enlighten people till I'm blue in the face. Detail. Everybody still wanna go to the hood politics. On this hood, on that hood. Like, come on, man. They see this. They designed it for us to be that way. So it's like they will never get the position because they're going to continue to destroy each other. And that shit's crazy. People will run down on somebody and do something to them, and that's okay. And say, don't tell. Nah, you better not tell. But those other cultures, they not going to do that. You hear me? They going to take you to court. They going to do something legal. If you do something to them and they feel like you did something wrong, they going to take you to court. We going to handle this the legal way. Our first resort is yo, I'm going to pop you. I'm going to do this to you. They got to go. So our mentality has been offset for a long time. And, this is why I really don't surround myself around nobody, because when you start hanging around people, you start thinking like them. Pay attention to Wack and Loose. They think alike. They got 600 thinking like, it's the Three Stooges. When you look at these dudes, they all think alike. But y'all are nothing positive for the culture. Y'all ain't helping nobody in the culture. Everything is beef, controversy, and self-destruction between them. Everything they say. They don't say anything to uplift us. They want to tell you about the paperwork they have on somebody that got something done to them. They want to expose the video of somebody snitching. That's the things that they looking at. So how the hell do we get ahead? Never. Because the influence is destruction. If we being real. But we all see it though. And it's like some of us know to stay away from it if we being real. He said court system is another way of fighting. He said mentality of being legitimate as a human being and uplifting each other needs to be promoted. And that's facts. Top Shelf, you said, when will that ever end? I don't think it's ever going to end, man. I ain't even going to lie. I think the only way is if you find it within your circle to end it. But the people, it's like we resort to it. We get upset and we resort to dumb stuff. It's like you get upset, throw your whole life away, and then think about it after you sitting in jail. That's the crazy thing. The marathon continues. After you get upset, you do something to throw your whole entire life away. It's like, damn. And then you got to sit down and think about it, wishing you would have went about it another way. There's so many people that is locked up right now that wish they did something different. But that spare of the moment, because they was upset about something, they had to make an example. It's like, yo, I got to make this example because they got to feel me. Not thinking that, yo, this grade tricked me off the streets. I'm ready to lose everything. This all I got. I really don't got nothing. But this the game, man. He said we need to update the blueprint on how to move as black people in America. I agree. Cause all we think is hood and violent stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then the black people that don't want nothing to do with the hood and violent stuff, they just stand clear out the way. You know? Think about it. It's a lot of black people that do live in the hood, right? That understand and stay away from that stuff, but they don't come outside. They go to work, home. They like, man, I'm not being around there. I'm not going to the park. I ain't going nowhere around there because I know somebody might come through and shoot the park up. So I'm going to work and home. There's no unity. It's all destruction. It's all beef. That's it. He said, dark chocolate. He said, they look at us as followers, not leaders. My opinion. Hey, dark chocolate. I agree. Whatever they designed for us to do, they feel like that's what we gonna do. And we be good at something. Got the skills to master it, right? But it's other people orchestrating it and organizing for us. And we gotta follow suit. Yo, do this. And it's crazy. So the CYA is involved with police officers. Once professional standards get involved, the gateway to internal affairs. He said we lack accountability as a community. I agree on that. We definitely do that. I agree. We got to take accountability, but we don't. We blaming this, blaming that. The influence that we got in the hood is straight BS. We got a crazy amount of violent influence, right? But we don't got no positive influence, because when you start saying something positive, nigga like, get out of here. Man, I don't want to hear that, man. Man, I'm ready to go hit the block. I don't care about none of that, man. I'm getting on the block. What? You talking about? I don't even want to hear that. I got to get this paper. It's crazy. And the crazy thing is, the block and stuff is not even making it like that. People going to work making more money than the people on the block. They just standing out there doing stupid stuff. They running the street waiting for a problem to happen. It's crazy, man. He said instead of trying to build each other up, we too busy trying to knock each other down. And that's facts. That's facts, Sherm. That's all we trying to do. If we being real. He said we the original masters confusing and taking other people's classes. He said, DZ, you started off all wise and civilian. However, at some point, you lose your confidence when you say we whenever it's negative behind the language. You use develop a little universal comprehension. He said, DZ, you start off all wise and civilized. However, at some point, you lose confidence when you say we whenever it's negative behind the language. Use develop a little universal comprehension. You said a little lot there. I'm trying to catch that one, Jay. You said a lot. I'm trying to figure if you're talking about what I'm saying. You got me with that one. I ain't gonna lie. He said we gotta change our ways. Definitely. I agree. Definitely agree. If we came together, we would be strong. But it's impossible. Because it's already designed for us to destruct. That's crazy. You get somebody telling you something positive, then you got somebody right next to them saying, why you listening to them? That's how our culture run. If somebody's telling you something positive in the culture, you got somebody over here saying, man, forget that. Man, I'm banging. I'm going to get active. Somebody play with me, I'm going to do this to him. You get the people like Loose, I'm going to do something. I'm going to do something. Like, the influence is the worst. It's the worst. It's the worst. He said we had to envision the better possibilities for our truth to become reality. I believe that. He said, don't say if. From within, the event adds some power to your words. He said, don't say if. Oh, he said, don't say if. Hey, listen, man. I feel what you're saying, but you can say a lot of things to people. You know, I got the game figured out. You know what I'm saying? I understand it. So when I try to say it to the people, I just try to enlighten people, man. I understand. You know what I'm saying? I understand for a while. I know how we are influenced by the BS, why we look at things a certain way. I understand it. You know, our influence come from people like Wack, you know, straight up. Lou from the Lou, you said we would defeat ourselves sometimes. Definitely. Yes, we will. And it's easy for us to defeat ourselves. Crazy, ain't it? He said your words are powerful. Most definitely. The get along gang. It's a lot of people, man, that when they see the influence of Wack, they go right to feeling like, yo, this is it. Yeah. Bro got the info. He letting us know who telling. People are more concerned about who's ratting than figure out how to start their business, to figure out how to get a bag, to figure out how to stabilize their life financially. If we being real, people were more concerned just to hear this person ratted. Yeah, they ratted. Okay, well, they ratted. Well, let's figure out how we gonna get some paper. It's a certain way to get it, and it ain't just worrying about the ratting. You know? And then they have people like Wack to say, yo, I got the paperwork. All right, well, you got the paperwork. You showing the entire world the paperwork on somebody ratting. How does that help us get any money? Not at all. You hear me? He said words of power develop being a word. He said no matter how many times they rewrite the Bible, the ending context never changed. To the last standing tribe that takes back power, there so happens to be black and brown. No matter how many times they rewrite the Bible. And you know they'll rewrite it quick. Life, man. We all dealing with life, man. Everybody has issues. Everybody, right? But we start thinking if we just do this dumb stuff that designed for us, right? It take us away from the issues we have. It's like a lot of them dudes be on Clubhouse, don't be having no paper, but they feel if I get on here and do debates with Wack 100, right? That's going to take me away from my problems. It's like, yo, that ain't solving nothing. When you get off Clubhouse, you're going to have them same damn problems. So, you know, the design, man. He said, I think our music has a major impact on our direction in life. Most definitely. Most definitely, man. He said the messages being put out there, regardless the articulation, we getting it, and that's what's important. Most definitely. I agree. He said, us here in the chat know better than to listen to Wack. SBV TV, we here. Hey, yo, real rap, though, man. I agree on that. It's just like, damn, boy. It just surprises me that people are so eager to hear what he's talking about somebody ratting and then like, yo, the on pod rule and like that shit's lame. I ain't even gonna hold you. You sitting there hollering about don't talk about my neighborhood. Grown ass men, 40 something years old saying don't talk about my neighborhood. Like, nigga, you sound goofy. You saying don't talk about your neighborhood? Some shit that, and we got to be honest with this, right? We never own anything. Everything you think you own, you never own it. Your house, all that shit. They got a way to take it. If the people want to come take your shit, they can come take it. So, you mean to tell me it's your neighborhood? You don't own nothing on that motherfucker. I don't give a fuck if you bought a piece of the property there. If the taxes get backed up, they taking it. If the feds want to come take it, they taking it. So how do you own it? But he say, if you talk about my neighborhood, he ready to ride. That shit don't even make no sense, man. That shit literally don't even make sense. Motherfucker talking about you talk about my neighborhood. So what? Nigga talk about your neighborhood. What the fuck does that do? It does nothing. He said showing everybody else paperwork but his. Like facts, man. It's crazy. He said Wack is the ill engine that could. He said we get lost in the sauce every time. Shit's sad but true. Like big facts. We be getting like super lost out this joint, man. And it's crazy. We definitely create the sauce. It's just we don't get a chance to control it. You know what I'm saying? As soon as we create it, we got other people dictating what we should do with the damn sauce. That's crazy. He said if you don't denounce the streets, Wack could win the conversation. Yeah, Wack, he plays on them street politics all the time though. And that's how he get to people. He straight tell them, yo, on Paru and yeah, your neighborhood and we gonna have to get down. But when you flip the conversation on him, he can't handle it. That nigga go crazy. Like real rap. He said, we not the dip. We the leak. He said, we not the drip, we the leak. Okay, right though, kid. NBA City. Hey, yo, got crazy. He said, LOL. Yeah, man. He said, we want to sell the sauce for cheap. And that's crazy. It happens every time, don't it? As soon as we get something going, they find out how to come buy it up out of us. Every single time, man. Every single time. We back. Okay. Run the table. Yes, sir. And we just putting it together, man. Just taking it one day at a time. See, us as a crew, man, we got to make sure that, we give a positive message as well. Because I already know, people be tuning in. And, people want to hear the stuff about Wack too. But we got to give a positive message as well, man. Got to, sometime. But we going to definitely stay on Wack, though. Because we ain't going to let him feel comfortable about the energy that he putting out to the people, man. But it's a lot of dudes that look up to him. And that's the crazy thing. And he ain't selling you nothing but destruction. Wack ain't selling nothing but destruction for free 99. Straight up. And that's the game, man. I ain't even gonna hold you. And it's important though, you know what I mean? You only get one shot. We working on this thing as we go. But they not letting us get a position in the game because we always want to lead with violence. If you being real. They know we lead with violence, man. And that's real. We definitely don't want the kids think moving like Wack is a good thing. And it's crazy that he don't even care though. Like, that nigga don't even care. He like, man, shit, I don't care about that. I said something to him about the kids looking up to you. That man, he said, man, I don't care about that. Shit, man, he gotta worry about self. I said, yo, that bull, he wicked, man. He don't care about that at all. He don't care about nothing. And we all know, man, in the hood, it's a lot of negative influence, man. But for a brother like Wack that don't even go to the hood to influence the negativity in the hood is crazy. Brother can't even go to the hood, but it tell you I'm in the hood and got people thinking he's in the hood and influencing people in the hood. I'm like, this nigga's crazy. But our people are easily influenced by the negative image that don't get us nowhere. Don't get us no money. Don't get us no position. And we wondering why they not letting us in the building. He'd say letting us in the building is going on Adam 22. If we being real. Wack 100 to tell you, letting us, our people, go to Adam 22 on his podcast is letting us in the building. Nah, you in the building, you go over there. But everybody that goes over there end up getting in a situation. If we being real. He said, now Bumpy Johnson, Malcolm, and Clarence were best friends in those days. He said that Jay Reed interview about to go viral. Criminal investigation, civil against Wack and Loose. Hey, see Fresh. He said it in there though, and that was facts. He literally said it in there. He said, yo, the investigation's up. You know? And that's why I dropped it today. I dropped that joint right behind the Loose joint. So people can see it. Because, you know, people started talking in the comments. I'm like, what? But then I'm like, I got to put the Jay Reed joint out there so that they can see what I'm saying. Like, yo, I'm sitting there showing you that they are definitely going to get hit. They acting like it's all good. But the person that's suffering from it the most, they going all the way, full throttle. They not looking at it like, yo, I'm backing off. If we being real. He said he don't want no one in that will surpass him. You know that. He said there are gangbangers over there. Said I was surprised that even Nipsey Hussle know who Spook was the set by the door. Let me see. I think I wanted to do a movie about it before he passed. Yeah, I was glad that Turtle Soup and them and Jay Reed called in so that I can get the people to hear them talk about whatever they was trying to denounce and make Jay Reed look the way what he went through. I wanted the people to see that though. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad they called in, you know, and they let it be known. Like they said facts in there. Like, yo, they said the feds, the detectives. So these dudes that incriminated themselves so much. And they think I'm bullshitting. I'm like, yo, y'all crazy. He said the weak-minded Wacks, like Wack, be the intentional goofy obstacles loosely and repeatedly put in the way as a distraction and to encourage negative interaction. Like, big facts. I ain't even gonna lie. I know that's a fact right there. They put them jokers in position and they highlight them just to keep us off balance. He said that's the worst thing ever. So that's the worst thing that ever happened to him. Getting on Adam 22 shit. He wanted that bad. Yeah. All this time, you know, he was able to avoid and, you know, work behind scenes. This just highlighted a situation that he gonna wish that he never got into. Crazy. He said, I was surprised a young guy like Nipsey was even familiar with the literature of the spook to sit behind the door. He did a few interviews saying he would like him to make a movie like that. So the best way to describe them, they 100% fufafi. Hey, dark chocolate, that's it. They definitely 100% fufafi. That's them. Facts. All the way. Brooklyn. You said, that's sad. The hood needs to turn into a community. It's so much negativity in neighborhoods. Most hoods look. Let's say here. Let's say. What they say? Hold on. What they say? The recit. Meaning, I don't know what that word is. I can't see that word. Meaning, very, very poor condition resulting from disuse and neglect. Well, we know, Brooke, a lot of hoods is ran down. They ain't fixing them up. They just keeping them at the bottom. They want to make sure that they don't put no effort at all. He said poverty makes people do unthinkable things. And that's real though. Poverty keep a lot of people just wanting to stay in the hood. Like, yo, and that's what you know, 4 Extra. He just wanted to stay in the hood. Crazy. You get on the podcast just to be in the hood. It's crazy, man. He said Nip Killer was Brick Baby childhood homie from same hood. And it's like Nip was in the hood trying to, you know, keep the hood alive. And it's so crazy that when you get your stuff together and you get to a whole nother level, the hood don't even love you like you think so. You thinking, yo, my hood, I'm gonna be in my hood. Nah. It really, honestly, right? It's like you really tormenting people because people don't have. And when they see something they don't have, they start envying. And that's the thing about our culture. We don't want to think about how can we go get it. It's the people in the hood, they envy you ASAP. You got something that they don't got. Oh, I'm upset. I don't like that nigga. He think he better than us. Because he grind the way he grind to get where he got. And whoever the bull was that killed him, Eric Holder, that shit was crazy. It's like you never know when you gonna go. One thing about life, you don't know. It's like an instant, boom. It could be over immediately. He said, I correspond with Nina Boy from time to time. He started to develop a positive leadership role in his community along with the OMD slide. Kind of remind me of that video Rakim made, Move the Crowd. Man, listen, he got 100K followers, man. You got to do something, man. For real. You got to do something. If not, all you're going to do is lead people to destruction. Like Wack. He said, until they want them hoods for themselves, it's no honor amongst thieves. Not at all. Rakim a lyrical beast, for sure. said, yup, you right. Life is definitely an obstacle. It's a big obstacle, man. And our culture is so influenced by the BS. They keep highlighting it. Think about it, man. They highlight the BS, man. Straight through the entertainment. It's crazy. I mean, one day, hopefully, man, something will give us the uplifting to understand that we're only going to have nothing if we follow this shit. Being real. He said being close to and witnessing other people's success means you're turning the head in the same uplifting direction. Word. You are who you surround yourself around. You surround yourself around successful people, you're going to be successful. If you surround yourself around negative energy, you are going to be intrigued and you're going to promote negative energy. That's facts. You said iron sharpen iron. So we got to stop saying we the gangsters. We have a culture, and the hardworking black people have a culture. And it's crazy we so influenced by gangster. You know, gangsters is the influence to us. It's like it brightens our eyes. When you see a gangster riding a nice car, you feel like he's successful. Then he get locked up. Now you saying free him, free him. Then they get out, then they back in jail. It's like, that's the success story of the hood. Watching people go in and out of the jail. And we like, yeah, he ready to come home. Yeah, he back in jail. Oh, he was getting the bag. That's the hood success story though. Crazy. He said they fake and fraudulent. Boy, is where shaking my head. He said, kinda know why Rakim said, I ain't no joke. Yeah, I ain't no joke. Hey, y'all, man. You know, I appreciate y'all rocking with me tonight, man. We rocked a little while. We got into some different topics tonight. And y'all already know what it is, man. We're going to get up out of here. I appreciate y'all. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Y'all know what it is. He said first step to success is uplifting your people, uplifting your mind. Then you can genuinely shine every time. Real talk. It's a mental problem to keep going back and forth to jail. Crazy, ain't it? It's crazy. He said for extra, that uncle that keep going back and forth to jail. He said, time out now. What you think we gonna do? He said, time out now. What you think? What to do? What do you think politicians is? Man, we know the politicians don't be right, man. I ain't gonna lie about that. They ain't right at all. Can't trust them. Politicians ain't right. Real rap. But I appreciate y'all, man. We gonna get up out of here. We back at it tomorrow. Make sure y'all stay locked in. And y'all already know, it's not about the setback. It's about the get back. Nah.